There are over millions of different animals in the world, and yet each year more and more come to the brink of extinction. Not only are these animals rare, some of them are critically endangered. Whether they're being hunted by humans or they go extinct due to habit loss, these animals still walk the earth and are the rarest ones you'll ever see. So, before they disappear right in front of our eyes, we're going to show you the rarest animals in the world. Number 14. Blackfooted Ferret. A member of the weasel family, this ferret is one of the most endangered mammals in North America. In fact, it's the only ferret native to North America. It gets the name black-footed because they have a tan body, black legs and feet, and a black tip on their tail and black mask. Their story is incredible, since they were brought back from extinction not once, but twice. In the late 1980s, there were only 18 of these ferrets left, so they did a breeding program, and thanks to that, there are now 300 to 400 ferrets in the wild. They're still considered endangered, since their main source of food, the prairie dog, is also very rare. Number 13. Pika. You probably thought of Pikachu by now, but no, this animal is far from Pikachu. This tiny, cute mammal is native to the Tian Shan mountain range of the remote Xinjiang region of China. They live on rocks and deep into the mountains. Since they were discovered in 1983, their numbers have dropped by almost 70%. That happened because the mammal habitat is affected by climate change that forced the pikas to go higher into the mountain. Now, there are only about 1,000 left around the world. With a round body and even coat of fur, they resemble a lot to rabbits, but with short, rounded ears that make them unique. Number 12. Amur Leopard. One of the world's most endangered wild cats is the Amur Leopard. By now, the number of Amur leopards left in the world is around 70 mature leopards. Found mostly in the Amur River basin of eastern Russia and a few in northern China, they have relatively long lifespans for a wild cat. They live 10 to 15 years in the wild and over 20 in captivity. Like all of the animals on this list, this leopard faces many threats, such as being in critical extinction range. People have tried inbreeding, but it only resulted in weaker offspring. Number 11. Giant Otter. The actual name of this animal tells you what it is, a giant otter. Did you know that they can reach up to 1.7 meters? But what makes it so rare? Well, this mammal is the longest member of the weasel family and can be found only in South America. In the early days, these otters were hunted for their pelts, which caused a huge decline in numbers. But fortunately, they can't be hunted now, but are instead facing other threats to their habitat. While lakes and rivers are getting destroyed, their fish food supply gets low. Number 10. The elephant shrew. This little mammal is a part of the family Macrocelididae and can be found mainly in the Boni Dodori forest in Kenya. Now, what makes it interesting is its appearance. It has the body of a mouse and a head of a small anteater. Compared to other mammals, they've been found to have relatively large brains. This creature is one of the fastest small mammals out there, but unfortunately, the population of these bony giant sengi has shrunk extremely fast, so it won't be that long before they're all gone. This has happened because of deforestation, and almost 13,000 elephant shrews still exist. Number 9. Addicts. This white antelope is native to the Sahara Desert and is the only member of the genus Addicts. What makes this animal unique is its long, twisted horns, typically from 55 to 80 centimeters in length. They're on the verge of extinction, with only 30 to 90 mature individuals that can be found in the wild. But there are over 2,000 in captivity, so you might be able to see this rare animal in your local zoo. They began to go extinct due to unregulated hunting, and since then, they've been critically endangered. They're easily adapted in any desert and can live without water for long periods of time. Number 8. White-rumped vulture. Native to South and Southeast Asia, this vulture is one of the 3 critically endangered species of vultures. This bird is closely related to the European griffon vulture, and it was believed to be closer to the white-backed vulture of Africa. They suffered extreme decline across the Indian subcontinent to a point where they even might go extinct in a short period of time. Since the 1980s, when millions of these vultures were all across the world, it was thought to be the most abundant large bird of prey in the world. Now, there are only less than 10,000 mature individuals left. Number 7. Sumatran Rhino. This 2-horned rhino is considered to be the smallest rhino in the world. The hairy appearance and the two horns makes it the rarest of 5 remaining species of rhinoceros. It lives in small pockets in the mountain forests of Indonesia and Malaysia. Even though there are a few species of rhinos that are endangered, this one is the most critically endangered one. Why is that? Like most rhinos, these were also hunted for their horns. The Sumatran rhinos have not been able to bounce back, and now there are less than 100 in the wild and only a few in captivity. Number 6. Pangolin. Known as the scaled anteater, the pangolins are mammals found in forests and grasslands in Asia and Africa. They're quite small, with protective keratin scales covering their entire skin, and are the only animal with this kind of feature. Now, they're critically endangered due to the fact that in China and Vietnam, they're considered a delicacy, and for the belief that their scales have medicinal powers. Being the most trafficked animal, they are slowly going into the direction of being extinct, and estimates suggest that over 100,000 pangolins are captured each year. Number 5. The Borneo Pygmy elephant. This real Dumbo lookalike elephant is the smallest of them all. With oversized ears and a tail longer than it should be, it's hard to believe that these animals are rare. Mostly found in forests around Asia, they're critically endangered, and there are only about 1,500 of them in the wild. This is due to habitat loss and the huge deforestation in Asia, driven by an expanding human population. Despite their cuteness, these Borneo elephants are on the verge of extinction, which makes them super rare, and you'll hardly ever see one in real life. Number 4. Northern Bald Ibis. Known also as hermit ibis or wall-drap, this bird is usually found in barren and semi-desert rocky climates. The northern bald ibis was once found all across the Middle East, northern Africa, and southern and central Europe, but it has disappeared from Europe over 300 years ago, and now there are only a few countries where this bird can be found, such as Morocco and Syria. Over several decades now, this bird is considered to be endangered due to the fact that only less than 250 are found in the wild and a little over 1,000 are in captivity. It still holds its place as one of the rarest birds in the world. Number 3. The Bornean Orangutan. Found only in the island of Borneo, this orangutan is a little bit different than the typical orangutans you'll see. With broader faces and shorter chins, they're one of the few that are considered highly endangered. Since the 1950s, their population has declined over 60% due to the fact that the female Bornean orangutan can only reproduce every 6 to 8 years. And that's not all. The illegal hunting, the deforestation, and the palm oil plantations present a huge threat to these orangutans. By now, we don't know the exact number left in the wild, but we can assume due to the endangered status, there are only a few. Number 2. Greater Bamboo Lemur. Did you know that this lemur was once thought to be extinct? Well, up until scientists in 1986 discovered a small population of the species, that is. They present the largest bamboo lemurs out there, but unfortunately, they have the smallest population, with around 100 individuals documented. The last of this bamboo lemur population lives in Madagascar's rainforests, and you can guess by the name, they only eat bamboo. And why are they so rare? That is due to climate change and human activities, which take away their primary food source. It is said that in the course of 5 to 10 years, they might even go extinct. Number 1. Red wolves. Now, this might come as a shock to you, but the red wolves are actually quite rare. This canine is native in the southeastern United States, mainly in Carolina. The reddish color to its fur is extremely specific, so you won't mistake it for anything else. They've been classified as critically endangered, and there have been some efforts made to save the species, but they're still going on the path of extinction. There have been only 25 to 40 red wolves registered, and they all live in eastern North Carolina. These red wolves are known for being shy, and for the fact that they mate for life. On a related note, we wanted to know, do you know any rare animals that weren't on the list? Let us know in the comment section below. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any amazing videos such as this one. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.